First off, I'd like to state that Voodoo is just another name for voodoo. Voodoo traces its origins to Yoruba, Dahomey, and Fon in Africa, but is mainly practiced in Haiti. Haiti has long practiced voodoo, but also has a long history of Catholicism. After the Catholic Church arrived in 1511 and shared their religion with the Haitian people. However, these white, mostly British settlers took advantage of the natives and used them as slaves. Being enslaved and punished for worshiping their voodoo gods led to the Haitian Revolution, in which the Haitian slaves were liberated. However, the Catholic Church still remained in Haiti and were still trying to fight off voodoo. Until this man, Francois Duvalier, stepped in as the new leader of Haiti and fought for Haitian rights to practice voodoo. Although many Haitians to this day still claim to be Catholics, the Haitian people are free to worship all the gods of voodoo. The gods of voodoo are pleased by animal sacrifice and by complying with the gods. It is said to bring peace and serenity. A Bokor is a sorcerer of voodoo and is said to be able to zombify people and curse people through secret rituals and potions. Zora Hurston, a famous African-American writer and journalist, documented in her book on voodoo that she met a zombie in Haiti and discovered a secret mixed potion that turned somebody into the undead. In this clip from the short documentary by Vice, a journalist decides to talk to a professor who studied in Haiti years ago to find out if there were any truth behind the myth.
Schultes, my professor, the man who sparked the psychedelic movement, he was very much my mentor. I was working in the Amazon, and one day he summoned me to his fourth floor eyrie at the Botanical Museum and asked me if I wanted to sort of go down to Haiti for 2 weeks over spring break and try to find the formula of the drug used to make zombies. Well, naturally, I said, sure. There are lots of plants and lots of animals that are poisonous and that can kill you. We weren't just looking for a toxin that could kill. We were looking for a toxin that could bring on a state of apparent death so profound that it would bring someone literally to the edge of death, a threshold from which they could then recover. And I went down to Haiti and was able to secure the formula of the preparation.
The preparation contains a veritable Whitman sampler of poisons, showcasing the great diversity of Haiti's medicinal flora and fauna, spanning 2 kingdoms and 8 Linnaean classes. The potions Davis collected included such ingredients as Datura stramonium, velvet bean, cane toad, pufferfish, Hispaniolan boa, bearded fireworm, tarantula, cashew leaves, and the bones of a human child. To the sorcerer who mixes the potions, each ingredient serves a distinct purpose, with the human bones playing a role every bit as important as the psychoactive plants. But to Davis, 2 ingredients held the key to understanding the phenomenon of zombification. The pufferfish contains a chemical called tetrodotoxin, or TTX. If administered in the correct dose, the victim will find themselves trapped in a flaccid paralysis perfectly mimicking the appearance of death. Upon their exhumation, the victim is fed a paste of Datura stramonium, which obliterates their memory, leaving them in a stupefied, obedient delirium.
The scientific community would not approve of any further investigations being made, but instead the zombie remains a myth and quickly became an urban legend in American entertainment. Arguably, the first zombie movie ever made was titled White Zombie, and actually was about an evil Bokor enslaving people by turning them into mindless zombies. Since then, horror classics such as George A. Romero's Night of the Living Dead turned the zombie into an apocalyptic nightmare, in which all the dead rise again, obsessed to eat human flesh. Today, zombies are everywhere, from television shows such as The Walking Dead to movies such as the upcoming World War Z and video games such as Call of Duty Black Ops Zombies.